Dear students, welcome back to our history online class. Hope all of you are well and continue your studies according to the instruction of our honorable teachers. This is Mominul Islam, assistant teacher, Iskar High School and College. This class is for Standard 9, Chapter 1, Section 1.1 and 1.2. Now let's start. In our previous classes, we discussed on our language movement shortly. By watching this picture, I think you have got an idea about our language movement. Now let us see in details. The news of killing the student spread at Dhaka soon throughout the country. A huge mourning processions were brought out of Dhaka on 22nd February. Shafiur Rahman became a martyr due to the police assault. The mass people and students together built a Shahid Minar in front of the medical college on 23rd February to make the martyr immortal. The Shahid Minar, built first inaugurated by the father of martyr Shafiur on that day, the police demolished the Shahid Minar on 24th February. For that reason, a huge protest throughout all over the country. Poet Mahabubul Alam composed the first poem on killing the 21st February titled Kadte Ashini Fashir Dabi Niye Eshechi. Another poem was composed by young poet Alauddin Al-Azad titled Sithir Minar. Student, youth and all classes of people came forward and extended their support to the language movement. The killing had a far-reaching impact on the mind of the people of East Pakistan. Let's see what happened the next. Journalist Abdul Ghaffar Chaudhary composed the song Amar Bhaiyer Rokte Rangano 21 February Ami Ki Bhulite Pari. Abdul Latif composed the song like Ora Amar Mukher Bhasha Kaira Nite Chaye and Tora Dhaka Shohor Rokte Bhashaili. Dr. Munir Chaudhary from inside the prison wrote a drama titled Kabur. Johir Raihan wrote a novel Arik Falgun. Based on the language movement, a protest spread throughout East Bangla in the field of art, culture and literature. The Pakistan government was compelled to recognize Bangla as one of the state languages, and Bangla was included in the Constitution of Pakistan in 1956. The language movement was the source of inspiration to all the political movements afterward. The movement made the people aware of their rights and made them aware of their unity and independence. Now, I think you have become the idea how language movement create a sense of nationalism in the mind of the people of East Pakistan. Let's see what happened next. Development of nationalism. The language movement, which was the primary step to develop the Bengali nationalism, united the Bengalis all together. The fascination for Pakistan faded away very soon. They started raising their significance of politics, economy, education, and culture of their own to be recognized as a nation. The language-oriented unity made a solid foundation for nationalism, which played the key role in emerging Bangladesh as an independent country. The Martyr Day and the International Mother Language Day. The 21st February has been observing as the Martyr Day since 1953 throughout the country. Every year we pay tribute to the martyr by laying floral wreath at the Shahid Minar early in the morning after walking barefoot. The United Nations Educational, Scientific, Cultural Organization, shortly UNESCO, recognized 21st February as the International Mother Language Day on 13 November 1990. There are more than 6,000 languages in the world. Since then, the people of these languages realized the importance of the mother of Bangladesh and thus have learned the importance of their mother tongue. Beside Bangla, in our country, there are different ethnic communities who have different languages. We will try to protect and develop their languages and culture. Section 1.2, the role of political movement in developing the Bengali nationalism. The people of East Pakistan understood the political peculiarities of the state called Pakistan and realized the illusion of two-nation theory immediately after the establishment of Pakistan. Although the Bengalis were 56% of the total population, the West Pakistan is dominated everywhere in ruling the state. The people of East Pakistan were deprived of their rights. There were three streams in the political parties and leadership in the time. Let's see. Number one, political parties loyal to the Pakistan like Jamaat Islam, Nizam Islam, and the Muslim League. Number two, political parties dependent the interest of the East Pakistan like the Awami League, the National Awami Party. Number third, the left parties was especially on socialist ideology. The formation of Awami Muslim League. After a few months of creation, the Awami Muslim League broke away from the true nation theory of the Muslim League and emerged a non-communal progressive party imbibed with the idea of Bengali nationalism and established the East Pakistan Awami Muslim League on 23rd March 1949 in a conference at a Rose Garden. Maulana Abdul Hamid Khan Bhashani and Samsul Haq of Tangail were nominated as the president and the general secretary of the newly formed party, while our Honorable Sheikh Mujibur Rahman became the joint secretary. At the very beginning, the party decided to place some demands before the government, like provincial autonomy, sovereignty of the people, recognition of Bangla as one of the state languages, nationalization of the jute and tree industries, distribution of the land among the farmers, cooperative farming, etc. Actually, these demands were the demands of the common people. For that reason, this new party became very popular within a very short time. Particularly, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman became a victim of rage of the Pakistan rulers. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was arrested in 1949, but even while in jail, he provided leadership the movement, including the demand of state language. Consequently, he was kept in jail until 27 February to 1952. The Awami League was the key initiator to form Jukta Front in 1954. The formation of the Jukta Front, election and government. After the establishment of Pakistan, the ruling party Muslim League did not take any step to form the central and provincial government for a long time. The Awami League decided to establish Jukta Front on 14 November 1952 to defeat the Muslim League in the forthcoming Pradeshik Parishad election of East Bengal. The Jukta Front was consist of the Awami League, the Kishak Shramik Party, the Nizam Islam and the Ganatantrik Dal. The provincial election was held in March of 1954. The Jukta Front got 223 seats out of 237 in Provincial Assembly of East Pakistan, while Muslim League bagged only 9 seats. The people of East Bengal gave their verdict in favor of the Jukta Front as they wanted to get rid of the authority of the West Pakistan in state power. So, from our today's class, we learned how language movement create a sense of nationalism in the mind of the people of the East Pakistan and how they became aware of their sense of security and sense of nationalism, etc. So, this is for today. You have to go through the whole text attentively. If you face any difficulties, you can knock me. Thanks a lot. Remain safe and sound.